Living alone as an older person comes with its unique set of challenges. As someone who has navigated this path, I've come to understand and empathize deeply with the concerns shared by many on various platforms. While the experience can be empowering and liberating, it also has its downsides that we must acknowledge and address. Get ready as we dive into some of these challenges and explore ways to overcome them, turning potential negatives into opportunities for growth and resilience. Without further ado, here are 7 downsides of living alone as an older person. Number 1. Isolation and loneliness. One of the most common downsides is the sense of isolation and loneliness. Without the daily interactions that come from living with others, older adults can feel disconnected from the world around them. Listen to what Sarah, an older lady who shared her experience, had to say. "I remember the first winter I spent alone after my husband passed away. The silence in the house felt deafening, and the days seemed to stretch on endlessly. I missed the simple companionship of having someone to talk to over dinner or share a laugh with while watching TV. But I found ways to combat this. I joined a local book club where I met some wonderful people who shared my love for reading. I also started volunteering at the community center, helping with their after-school programs. The kids' energy and enthusiasm were infectious and brought so much joy into my life. I also embraced technology, setting up regular video calls with my children and grandchildren. Seeing their faces and hearing about their days made me feel connected and less alone. Building a routine that includes social activities, no matter how small, can significantly reduce feelings of isolation. 2. Safety concerns. Living alone means that in the event of an emergency, immediate help might not be readily available. This can be particularly worrying for older individuals with health issues. Naomi, who is currently living alone, had this to say. "This was a big concern for me, especially after I had a minor fall in the garden one summer. Thankfully, I wasn't hurt, but it was a wake-up call. I invested in a medical alert system that I wear as a bracelet. Knowing that I can get help at the push of a button gives me peace of mind. I also established a check-in system with my neighbor, who is a dear friend. Every morning, I send her a quick text to let her know I'm okay. If she doesn't hear from me, she knows to check on me. It's a simple system, but it works, and it's comforting to know someone is looking out for me." 3. Household maintenance. Managing household chores and maintenance can become increasingly difficult with age. Tasks that were once simple can become daunting. Jane had this to say. "I used to pride myself on keeping a spotless home, but as I got older, it became harder to keep up with everything. I remember feeling overwhelmed one day as I looked at my overgrown garden and the pile of dishes in the sink, and that's when I decided to prioritize and simplify. I downsized to a smaller, more manageable home, and it made a world of difference. I also hired a local teenager to help with the garden and a cleaning service for the heavier chores. Creating a maintenance schedule helps keep things under control without becoming overwhelming. It was hard to ask for help at first, but it made my life so much easier and allowed me to focus on the things I enjoy." 4. Financial strain. Living alone often means bearing all the financial responsibilities on your own, which can be stressful, especially on a fixed income. Listen to the advice and the experience that Janet shared. "After my husband passed, I had to quickly learn how to manage our finances on my own. It was daunting at first, but I found that creating a detailed budget helped me feel more in control. I tracked every expense and found areas where I could cut costs without sacrificing my quality of life. I discovered senior discounts at local stores and took advantage of community resources for financial advice. I also explored government programs and found utility assistance that helped lower my monthly bills. I understand that budgeting might seem tedious, but it gave me a sense of empowerment and security. A quick pause here. If you're enjoying the content, kindly consider hitting the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. Thank you, and let's move on. 5. Health and wellness. Maintaining physical and mental health can be harder when living alone. There's less external motivation to stay active or eat well. Listen to James' advice. There were days when I didn't feel like cooking just for myself, and my exercise routine fell by the wayside. But I realized that taking care of my health was essential. So I joined a local senior exercise class, which not only kept me fit, but also provided a social outlet. The camaraderie and encouragement from my fellow classmates were invaluable. I also decided to sign up for a meal delivery service tailored to older adults, which made healthy eating easier and more enjoyable. Cooking classes at the community center also taught me new recipes and made meal preparation fun again. Creating a routine that includes regular exercise, healthy meals, and mental stimulation is crucial. 6. Emotional well-being. The emotional burden of living alone can sometimes lead to depression or anxiety. The absence of companionship and the quiet can amplify negative feelings. Listen to what Mark shared. I had my share of dark days when the quietness of the house felt oppressive. But I learned the importance of actively cultivating a positive mindset. Engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment became my priority. And that's when I rediscovered my love for painting, which became a form of therapy for me. I also started practicing mindfulness and meditation, which helped me stay grounded and present. I must admit that seeking professional help when needed is a sign of strength, not weakness. For instance, talking to a therapist provided me with tools to manage my emotions and gave me a new perspective on life. 7. Social stigma. There is a social stigma associated with living alone as an older person, with some viewing it as a sign of abandonment or failure. For instance, listen to Agnes' experience and advice. At first, I felt self-conscious about living alone, worried about what others might think. But I realized that living alone is a testament to my independence and resilience. I embraced the independence and strength it takes to live alone. By sharing my experiences and successes, I've helped change perceptions and inspired others to see the positives in living solo. I started a blog to document my journey, and the positive feedback from readers has been incredibly uplifting. It's important to own your narrative and be proud of the life you've built. 8. Technology gap. Many older adults find it challenging to keep up with rapidly evolving technology, which can lead to feelings of frustration and isolation. However, listen to what Clara had to say. I remember feeling overwhelmed when my daughter bought me a smartphone. It seemed so complicated compared to my old phone I was used to. But I decided to take small steps to familiarize myself with it, and to help keep up with the ever-changing technology and social media. I signed up for a basic computer class at the local library, which was incredibly helpful. The instructor was patient and explained everything clearly. I also found that asking my grandchildren for help was a great way to bond with them. They loved teaching me new tricks. Embracing technology has opened up a whole new world for me. I can stay connected with friends and family through social media, enjoy video calls, and even participate in virtual events and classes. It's never too late to learn, and the benefits of staying tech-savvy are well worth the effort. 9. Transportation challenges. Getting around can become more difficult with age, especially if driving is no longer an option. This can, without a doubt, limit your social interactions and access to essential services. Alice had faced similar challenges, but her advice was invaluable. This is what she shared. After I decided it was no longer safe for me to drive, I worried about how I would get to appointments, run errands, or visit friends. Public transportation in my area isn't very convenient, and I didn't want to rely too heavily on family for rides. I explored alternative options and found a few that worked well for me. I started using a ride-sharing app, which was surprisingly easy to learn and very reliable. I also joined a local senior transportation service, which offers scheduled rides for medical appointments and shopping trips. Additionally, I discovered that many community centers offer free or low-cost shuttle services for seniors. Embracing these options has allowed me to maintain my independence and stay connected with the community. Living alone as an older person does present its set of challenges, but it's important to remember that every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. By proactively addressing these downsides, we can create a fulfilling, vibrant, and independent life. Surround yourself with a supportive community, stay active, and never hesitate to seek help when needed. Life is what we make of it, and living alone can be a powerful journey of self-discovery and resilience. Remember, you are never truly alone when you embrace the world with an open heart and mind. Feel free to share your own tips and experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Thank you for watching.